truck. Turn
Ready
on.
to roll.
You ready to rock, Miss Sky? We're at the container terminal. Again, we're in a Volvo this time.
Let's go.
Rather enthusiastic Skynet today.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Let's do that, Skynet. Let's find a new route, as you call it.
This is where it ends.
Hello, I'm Simulator Dirk and welcome back to Simulator Japan. Welcome back to Japan Truck Simulator. We are in a truck yard in Japan. We've got 18 tons of office paper on board. Just before 11 p.m. on Monday night, we are delivering it to Akashi. 47 and a half hours remaining in the delivery window. We're expected in 23 and a quarter hours. Monday just before 11 p.m. is the current time. Basically in 24 hours we're expected. We've got a ferry ride ahead of us. But one thing that I did do, I didn't pause. And so we've actually got 4.5 hours in our window to go before our next rest stop is due. Let's get into the truck. Miss Sky is ready to rock. I am ready to rock. Lights on for safety. Now we do have a exit there. It's a rather tight turn again. So maximum lock required. And a slow speed. I should do this from the truck, but we don't need to. I don't think we'll make that, so we'll just change the path slightly. Oh, I might clear it. I'll just give it a little bit more. Oh, we've just cleared it. Into the truck we go. I think this is actually the same place we delivered in the previous episode.
Turn left.
Turn left. Thank you, Skynet. We'll wait for the truck. What's he got on the back? An excavator. Alright, let's go. Now, hopefully, with this delivery, I'll actually make level 5. And when I make level 5, that means I can go to the Scania dealer and I can buy a new truck. It'll be actually the first time in my truck simulator history that I've purchased a truck instead of just going from job to job. Because I want a smaller truck. So we're just waiting for traffic to clear the intersection ahead of us. So we're not even close enough into the intersection yet. The mist guy will tell us to turn right.
Turn right.
There we go. Thank you, Sky. It's a busy little corner, this. Alright, we'll go up to the line. You're looking alright there. How you looking? Not great. Are they waiting for me? I think he's waiting for me. Nah, he's going to go now. Looks like we've got us a con. Oh, that car ruined the convoy. Thank you, mate. Oops, yeah, that was my fault. That's what happens. You have one vehicle letting you out. You don't check the other way. You decide you want to go out anyway. And let's go. I did a little bit of research in relation to what's coming up in the next version of Project Japan, which is what this map mod is. They're going to be using something called Reshade, which I believe has to do with the graphics, but apart from that, no new news yet at the time of recording. So even though we're halfway with our fatigue at the moment, based on where I think the ferry is, I think the ferry will wipe out our fatigue. I don't think we'll... Oh, he's got me again. He got me. About 12 k's over. How I've still got a simulated license, I've got no idea at this point. But that's rather efficient. Just put on the sirens. Yep, there's my speeding fine. Yep, didn't even have to stop. It'd be interesting if that could actually pull you over. This feels like a 50 road, not a 40 road, but anyway, here we are.
Go straight on.
We stop. There we go. So I think we're heading down to the. I think we're heading down towards a ferry terminal. I think we're just going the opposite way to we did it after we got off the ferry on the last episode. getting ready to turn left. Oh, hang on. No, not that. Not that left. This left.
Turn left.
So there is a difference between... Oh, yeah. I think I took a photo at this sign in the last episode. Around we go. Now, you would think that that's a rather random place for a couple of vending machines, but there are random places in random vending machines in Japan that you're just walking down the street and then all of a sudden, random vending machines. And the interesting thing about that, like in that location, those vending machines aren't protected by the weather at all. Whereas in Australia, for instance, it would be reasonably uncommon to see vending machines in areas that don't have some sort of cover. You know, either inside a shopping centre, inside a shop, on a train station platform where there's a roof, that sort of thing. So there we go through the tunnel. Alrighty, where are we? There's a 7-Eleven. I think
Go
this...
straight on.
Thank you, Sky. I think this is the service station where I filled up last time. Actually, we might fill up while we're here. The ferry terminal's not that far away, if that's the case. Okay, 676 litres at 115 yen a litre. That's 77,000 yen. $700? Alright.
Okay, let's find a new route.
There we go. That one was rather easy, Skynet. You've done that one before.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Alright, turning left. Koyama. Then we turn left.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
So we're not really that far from the ferry terminal from memory.
Keep right.
Yoink. There we go. Now, the interesting thing about allowing my time to run down before I actually moved, there was about 4 hours taken out of my time before my next available rest stop. It didn't actually recognise that the origin where we picked up the items was actually a rest stop. And so what can happen with the longer distance truck deliveries, you can actually, what you can do, you can deliver your load based on, you know, truckies that I've talked to and things like that. Depending on how it works out, sometimes you can deliver your load and then have your rest. You know, sometimes it can work out, sometimes it can work out really well, and then you might have a bit of a wait before your next one. So we're starting to yawn. You can work it out, and sometimes what they do, if they're close to their maximum driving hours in a day, for instance, sometimes they'll try and carry on to their destination because they know that they're going to have a rest when they get there. And then sometimes, you know, you might not be able to make it, so you might rest somewhere really close and then deliver your load. But it also depends on when your window is. There's a lot of different things to consider in the terms of the logistics, the timetables, the windows, the loading and unloading, and things like that. See, our fatigue meter on the map says that our rest period is basically due. So, realistically, I could have been asleep for the first 4 hours with the with the load when I was loaded. In the real world, that could be the case. So if that was the case where, I slept for 4 hours before actually starting the load, I wouldn't be due for a rest for another 4 hours. But we'll see what happens. I think we are coming close to our ferry ride. You are getting tired. You should find a place to rest.
Keep left and then exit left. Exit left.
Compared to some countries, 8 hours of being in the seat isn't a long time. And go. Let's go.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
And it's often the case, I've had this in especially Euro truck and American truck where the distances are greater and there's usually no ferry rides. Every time it says, you are getting tired, you should take a rest, you always seem to be nowhere near a rest stop. So we're about 5 kilometres away from the port according to that sign. I could read that part. I wasn't reading the Japanese bit. But I do remember from last time there are actually a few rest stops between here and the port, but I won't use them because it's unnecessary at this point. You are getting tired, yes. Oh, now we're doing the... You might not have actually seen this on Japanese trucks or Japan Truck Simulator before, where it starts to simulate that your eyes are getting tired and sleepy and they're starting to close. But I know we're not very far away from the ferry terminal. That's good timing with the traffic lights. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, I timed that pretty well. Yes, we're getting tired. think we turn right, and then we're almost at the ferry port.
Get ready to turn right.
Some trucks are parked up. Oh, we haven't passed the Family Mart yet. Alright, we're good. Oh, now he wants to go. I should have had to give way to you anyway, because I'm on the terminating road. Here we go. The Family Mart will be up here on the right. It's interesting that that I'm getting to know some of the locations. And that's what happens when you're on a smaller map compared to, say, the European map or the American maps, where you might only pass somewhere once and never see them again.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah, this is a Family Mart on the right.
Turn left.
Yeah, I'll be on the ferry soon. Tiodometer.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Here we go. There's the ferry. It's a different broken down truck this time. Oh, I got fined for sleeping violation, and I'm around the corner from the ferry.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
To be fair, there were places to pull in. So that's the thing.
Turn right.
In a real world situation, you wouldn't have been caught for that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's like, okay, you've done your 8 hours. You get fined now. When realistically, only been driving for 4 hours. There's the ferry. Now that's something that we haven't seen. Oh yes, the ferry's around the corner. You should find a place to rest. You can rest on the ferry. Oh, got done again! And that's the thing with that one, with the sleeping violation or the anti-fatigue, you know, not resting. Unlike speeding in this truck simulator, you don't have to be, you don't have to have the police around you for you to get busted for that one. So it's nearly 4 AM Tuesday. We'll get on to the ferry now. Oh no, I'm gonna get done again. Alright, so let's go a different way this time.
Reroute.
There we go, Sky. You knew you wanted to say that. We're rerouting. Of course, in Australia, we'd say rerouting. And I've discovered a new city. Aikata. And what this might also do, this might actually get us over the line for level 5. So to bring you up to speed now, it is
To turn right.
Tuesday night, just before 7 p.m. We've got 7.5 hours of driving remaining, and we're expected 2:30 Wednesday morning. Are you going to crash into me? No. Managed to avoid that time. Well, really, I can. If that way's clear, and it is, I can go because no one's going to hit me with that truck there. These little narrow Japanese streets with these big Japanese trucks. Oh, I did get him on the swing. I think I got him. So this might actually get me over the line to getting to level 5. Because I think this way is actually longer now. I just want a little box truck like that. And then on the next episode, we can go to the Scania dealer. We can get our truck. I'd be happy with a small box truck like that. $400 kilometers to go. Oh, that must have been a speed camera. See, I don't know what the not that it really matters, but I don't know what the Japanese speed cameras look like. So, looks like I'm contributing a fair bit to the Japanese police officers' Christmas drinks, aren't I? Alright, we've got an intersection coming up.
Go straight up.
I think he's going it. So I think from when I buy my own truck, I think I have to pay for the ferries and the fuels and the fines and everything like that. Because effectively then I'm self-employed. At the moment I'm a contractor. I don't mind this part of the drive actually. Just not driving on freeways. Didn't get me this time. If you want to hear police sirens, you go to Mexico City. They just seem to drive around the whole time with their sirens on. Doesn't matter if they're just driving around. They just seem to drive around the...
Ready to turn left.
They just seem to be always have their sirens on.
Turn left.
Oops. Okay, start of the toll road. Definitely been through this tunnel before. Six hours to go, 340 kilometres of game time. Masuyama discovered. Now some of these places I had discovered before, but not on this profile. I had to have a new profile when I updated a version. Hopefully won't have to do that next time. Yeah, it looks like we're just driving on the freeway still. Dum 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 dum. Not very much day driving in this episode, the way it's worked out. I think that means the tunnel's 770 metres long. So we're behind a bus at the moment. Japan Bus Simulator! Oh, speaking of Japan and simulators, etc., that truck on the unrelated, that truck on the right is something similar to what I hope I'll be able to purchase in the next episode. You'll know that I love trains and I've got train simulators, etc.
And then exit left.
I have purchased a Japanese train simulator game. Denture to Go is very popular in Japan in both arcades and on consoles. Not sure if I'll be bringing it to Simulated Irk at this stage, but there's a box on my kitchen table that I haven't opened yet because I'm going to open it when Miss Daisy arrives, and we're going to have a competition to see who can stop our Japanese train the best. So it's miniature Japanese train controls. You plug it directly into the TV. So I haven't figured out how I'm going to record it for Simulated Irk yet. If I do, that might be just a bit of off camera gaming. Looks like it's very fun. It's very arcadey though. It's very Japanese game show sort of thing, but very popular. Been going for many years. There's been several series brought out, several versions. I was going to purchase. I did see about it, and then I'm like, oh, I should get that. And then I looked at the price on Japan's Amazon, and I'm like, no, especially considering that postage was actually more than the game itself. And I'm like, no, thank you, do not want. And then I did some more internet searching, and I saw that PlayAsia.com had it at a reasonable price and reasonable shipping from Hong Kong. And so it's just waiting for that to happen. Very typical Japanese route bus beside us that we've just passed. That should be in our rear view mirror now, so we can move over. Still got 4 hours of driving to go, 222 kilometres. So I'm really looking forward to that. Should be interesting. I just wanted to work first thing out of the TV. And actually got here, considering all of the postage and delays that has still been going on from the certain global pandemic that I'm not trying to mention. It only took like 2 weeks to get here from Hong Kong, which is pretty good. Considering that there were things earlier on where I'd ordered something I didn't know it was coming from China right at the start of the pandemic. I didn't know it was coming from China, and then 3 months had gone by and I hadn't received it, and I'd also moved during the time too, which didn't help, and it was seemingly in Australian customs and on the wharf in Australia for ages. And in the end I'm like, nah, just cancel the order, I haven't got it. The fact that I'd moved probably didn't help, but it just took so long to arrive that in the end I'm like, no, I don't really want it. I think that was one of the first things I ordered from Wish.com before I knew about Wish's reputation. So this might be a bit longer episode. We've been recording for about 50 minutes now. We're still 180 k's away. I like to try and keep these episodes between 60 and 90 minutes. Probably be closer to 90 than 60 at this point. Well, this has been a decent drive. And of course I have tried to increase the distance, partly because I am trying to get points to get to level 5, which I should well and truly make at this point. Keep right, thank you Skynet. The addition of navigator voice has been huge. I use Sky, she's inside Euro Truck Simulator as a standard option, and I use her for both Japan Truck and also Euro Truck. In America, I use the simulator voice of simulated Morgan Freeman, which is entertaining. which I found via the in-game mod section. But I dare say at some stage I'm going to have to say goodbye to Mr. Freeman, because the person who's doing the mod might not update it or whatever. So I might have to use Sky, or do I find the American version of Sky? That's it. I'll probably just keep Skynet on. She's a good egg. Fair few trucks heading the other way. Looks like we've got us a convoy. I suppose if I had if I was using multiplayer and was talking to several people, it'd be like using a CB, I guess. Although I have heard that a lot of truckers don't, or truckies, depending on where you're from, don't necessarily use the CB, because there's a lot of people who, they may be truckers, they may not be, just get on the radio and just talk crap. Now my fatigue meter's getting high again. I wonder if I'm actually going to make it before I get fatigued. Still got 2.5 hours to go in game time. 137 kilometers, but we know that this isn't a 1-for-1 in terms of the time. Like, there's 2.5 hours to go. I won't be here for 2.5 hours recording. Keep right, thank you, Skynet. Heading towards Kobe, in the general direction of Kobe again. There's another Japanese map mod for Euro Truck Simulator that I'm going to have to look into, which is more about Tokyo rather than Japan. I'll look into that, and if it is, I'll continue calling it Japan Truck Simulator. But the thing about that one is I haven't seen any videos on it, so I don't know how good or otherwise it is. Whereas at least with Japan Truck Simulator, I've watched videos and that's how I found out how good it was. But maybe that's something for the future. That could be a future simulator, no problem. 112 kilometers to go, 2 hours. And we are getting so close to level 5 and getting a new truck. That should be on the next episode. I'll be really frustrated if I'm a smidge under level 5. I shouldn't be, considering the amount of time that I've been driving. Just after midnight now, 12:30 on Wednesday morning. We're expected in a couple of hours with our, I think it's 18 tonnes of office supplies. Oh, there's the excellent Ferris wheel again. That does look rather sweet. $60 kilometres to go. It's a rather sweet looking bridge. Do we have a quick look? Where are we? F3. I need a screenshot. I need to be quick because I am delaying traffic. I don't know if I'd want to be driving one of those really small, I don't even know what you'd call them, 3-wheel thingies on the left there. I don't know if I'd want to be driving them near some trucks. I thought a Nissan Cube was small. We're heading towards Kobe and Osaka now.
Keep left and then turn left.
I know you can go to Kobe. I don't think Osaka's on the menu just yet. go to the right, I think. Alrighty, let's go. $38 kilometers to go now. Here we go again. $16 kilometers to go now. Getting closer. It's been a massive effort. Just past 2 AM on Wednesday morning. The freight's been continually moving because of the driving and also the ferry. And on the next episode, we should be able to buy our own truck, which I'm really looking forward to, because I'm really looking forward to driving a smaller truck on these roads. Oh, here we go. We're in the red zone again. This time we have been driving the whole time. We're 12 kilometers away now. It seems pointless to have a rest when we're 12 kilometers away.
Keep left and then turn left.
Oh, I thought you were going to slope Skynet. Thank you.
Turn left.
Oh, I think we were here in a previous episode where it seems like we have to do a massive U-turn, but it's just the way that the exit is. So even if you wanted to have a rest, it's not as if you can just pull off anywhere and just go, okay, I'm asleep now. 10 kilometers to go.
Go straight on. then turn right.
Keep right, turn right. 9 kilometers
Turn
to
right.
go. You are getting tired.
Right. And then turn right.
Oh, we're almost. We should almost be there.
Turn right.
Oh, we're going on another tollway. That's what we're doing. And we'll turn that off briefly. Right, let's go.
Keep left.
And remember, keep left. Good one. See, there's a rest area, but it's on the other side of that wall. There's no way I can get to it. And we're so close anyway. We're 8 kilometers away. If I get one 4,000 yen fine. Here we go. Got anybody behind us? No, we're going to do another. One of them, one of them. No, not one of them, one of them, one of them. One of them, that's what I want to do. Let's go. Almost there. You are getting tired. You should find a parking place to rest. Unless you wanted me to stop and have a sleep in the middle of the
Keep
expressway.
left. And then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, speed camera. Or was it a, yeah, it must have been a speed camera. I don't think the guy's behind me. That's a flashing red light all the way down there. Don't think that would have been it. There's a toll booth. You are getting tired. You're about to get fined for being fatigued, I presume. We're 4 kilometers away. There's a 7-Eleven.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Alright. 2 kilometers to go. Uh-oh, it says no trucks, Skynet.
Turn left.
You're going to leave me astray, Skynet? It says no trucks, look. Can't really see much back in the truck. Sometimes there are exceptions for no trucks if you're actually making a delivery on that little section. Two kilometers to go. 1 kilometer to go. We should be very, very close to our destination. I haven't seen any part of this route that would be not suitable for trucks. Unless it's got a low load limit, that's the only thing.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
With pleasure, Skynet, my English navigating rose.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Thank you, Skynet. Wonderful as always. Come and join me in my new truck when we hit level 5. Alright, let's get rid of that, Go outside. It's not a great screenshot, it's not very light, but we have arrived. Do we go level 5 now? Let's go. Here we go, level 5, baby! Just 590 kilometers, 30 hours taken. Base reward, proficiency bonus, long distance delivery bonus, and we've just hit level 5. And we get a long distance thingy for us. And that will be it. Next episode, we'll start by going to the truck dealer. I've been Simulator Dirk. You've been wonderful. We're about to go buy a new truck. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. And sayonara.